If you're choosing between IndiGo and Air India, you're probably asking the same question everyone does. Which one is actually worth your money? Most people compare only the ticket price. But after comparing both airlines, I realized something surprising. The cheaper flight isn't always the cheaper journey. And one airline completely changed my opinion by the end. Before you book your next flight, watch this first. Instead of reading a list of features, let's compare them the way they actually matter. We'll look at price, comfort, food, service, and one factor that most travelers completely ignore, but can ruin an entire trip. By the end, you'll know exactly which airline makes sense for your travel style. Let's start with the reason most people choose an airline: the ticket price. At first glance, IndiGo almost always looks like the better deal. In many cases, it's noticeably cheaper than Air India. So, does that automatically make it the smarter choice? Not really. Because once you start adding seat selection, meals, baggage, and other extras, the gap becomes much smaller than most people expect. If you're traveling light on a short trip, IndiGo can save you money. But if you're already planning to pay for those extras, Air India suddenly starts looking much more competitive. So the first round goes to IndiGo. Imagine sitting in the same seat for 3, 4, or even 5 hours. That's when comfort starts to matter. IndiGo seats are perfectly fine for short flights. They are simple, clean, and do the job. But after a while, many travelers start wishing for a little more space. Air India feels different. The seats are generally better cushioned, there's often more legroom, and on many aircraft, the overall cabin feels more relaxed for longer journeys. This was the point where my opinion started to change. If your flight is under 2 hours, the difference isn't huge. But on longer routes, you will definitely notice it. This round goes to Air India, so now it's tied. And the next category surprised me the most: on-time performance. Nobody likes delays, because one delayed flight can ruin hotel bookings, airport transfers, or even a connecting flight. This is where IndiGo has built a very strong reputation. They're generally known for better on-time performance. Air India has improved a lot over the last few years, but it's still not as consistent. If your schedule is tight, or you're catching another flight, this matters more than comfortable seats. So this round goes back to IndiGo. But Air India isn't finished yet, because the next comparison completely changes the experience. Food. Let's be honest, food isn't the reason we book a flight, but it definitely affects how enjoyable the journey feels. With IndiGo, meals are usually an extra purchase. Some are good, some are just average. Air India includes meals on many flights, offers more variety, and overall feels like a complete full-service experience. It's one of those little things that makes a long journey much more comfortable, especially when you're already tired. For shorter flights, it probably won't matter much, but on longer flights, it definitely does. This round goes to Air India. Now it's tied again. So the final decision comes down to one last category: overall experience. This is the part you remember after landing. How did the journey actually feel? IndiGo focuses on efficiency: board quickly, fly safely, reach your destination. It's simple, fast, and practical. Air India offers a more traditional full-service experience. The cabin crew interaction often feels more personal. The cabin atmosphere is more relaxed. You don't just reach your destination, the journey itself feels different. And if you're flying with family, children, or elderly passengers, that extra comfort becomes much more valuable. This round goes to Air India. But before you immediately book Air India, there's one important thing you should know. After comparing everything, there is not one perfect airline. There's only the right airline for the right trip. If your flight is under 2 hours, you are traveling light, and saving money is your biggest priority, I would choose IndiGo. It's efficient, reliable, and usually the better value. But if you're flying for 3 hours or more, want included meals, better comfort, and a more complete flying experience, I'd happily pay a little extra for Air India. The best airline depends less on the logo and more on the journey you are taking. Now I am curious. If both airlines were exactly the same price, which one would you choose? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your experience.